It isn't your responsibility.
But
Often late, Mrs. Class.
no,
Don't enable him.
he's been arrested.
Well, he hasn't a good attitude. Those rings, skulls, aren't they? His hat pulled down,
Falsely,
look me in the eye. Not
he
always
didn't do it.
unconscious bias, you know. Why exactly did they arrest him?
Because they found his DNA.
Can't argue with science.
He'd been robbed.
Are you his real
He wants
sister?
to come himself.
You're not using a slang term.
What?
Same mother and father, or at least one of them the same?
Well, yeah. Like I said, we're brother and sister.
This baby father thing I'll never understand.
My brother doesn't have any.
I've read the reports, masculine drive, testosterone, but still.
Well, his clothes were stolen. That's why DNA was found.
You need proof, you know? I'm sure you want to defend your bro, but have you read the reports? The academic and government surveys? I thought not. I have. So, please don't judge me as a privileged white woman in an academic enclave. I've made sure there is diversity throughout my department. All of my team have completed the course.
He'd never steal.
Statistics say that young black youths are overrepresented in crime.
They found his DNA on the knife, but that was because they take it.
Why was he carrying a knife?
He didn't have a knife.
You just said his DNA was found.
Yeah, but
I'll have to take this further. I have to be careful.
I just wanted to explain why his work is late.
Was anyone hurt?
Yes, but
You appreciate it is my responsibility to report this incident, this violent incident. I suppose he's been in a gang all his life.
he's not part of a gang.
Let's be logical, shall we? You claim that your brother Wilfred was the victim of a burglary.
Yeah, that's correct. He'd been to the library doing an all-nighter.
Well, there'll be a police report to back it up. Well, is there a police report?
We didn't report it.
Why didn't he report this so-called burglary?
Because we're from Newham.
Yes?
When Newham, you don't go to the police.
Oh, well, I suggest that is a case of prejudice. On your part. You think the police are against you. That, you see, is prejudice. You need proof in writing to support a case. Let's say that I believe this robbery story.
Well, I saw his room.
Right.
I just came to explain why his assignment's late.
Oh, it's a long way past late assignments. We're dealing with a criminal offence. Although I admire your loyalty, you need to appreciate the type.
Type?
I have studied the demographic, and I accept he's had systemic disadvantages that make him predisposed to criminality.
No. He goes to church. He's in the gospel choir.
Is your father at home?
No.
Exactly. Disadvantaged.
He's dead. My father's dead. He had sickle cell disease, then a series of strokes.
I don't want you to think that I don't understand. I do. As a woman, I've been the victim of comments and remarks. I can empathise. My great-grandmother was Jewish, came to Britain as a refugee.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
I believe we all matter.
Right. Can he have the extension?
We need to be sure of the outcome of the charge.
He's worked for 4 years. He's got a place at teacher training college.
Not if he has a criminal record.
He doesn't. He won't.
A knife?
It wasn't his.
Didn't he work as a security guard last semester?
We needed the money.
And he's a bodybuilder.
He likes to go to the gym, yeah?
It's important that you consider all viewpoints.
I do, but...
It's not binary, right and wrong, black and white. The police are not always wrong.
All right.
Let me explain. Your younger brother broke the law.
What? No.
Oh, no, not your younger brother.
Yeah, but he didn't break...
You tell me there was a burglary, but there's no evidence, no written proof. You have to understand what steps the authorities have to take.
Well, he has a witness.
You expect me to accept the late admission of his final essay because of a crime. You think I should not report this law breaking to the dean?
Well, he was with me when the crime was committed.
Be careful. A bright, sassy young woman shouldn't give up her future. Sassy. Yes. It's a compliment to Bright, cheerful word.
No, it's a box her in. Label her.
Nonsense.
Say she has ambitions way above her station.
Let me tell you that your ambition for your brother, even your younger brother, could destroy you. Leave him be. Tell him to accept his punishment, start again. Reboot, as it were.
Well, there are photos.
What?
Photos of us together when the crime was committed. We weren't even in London, we were in Bristol.
Photoshop can be detected.
Well, we were on the news.
You broke lockdown.
What?
You disobeyed the law.
Well, he's not guilty of a knife crime.
Any infringement has to be taken seriously. Have you told the police?
Sorry?
Have you told the police about this infringement of the lockdown?
No, because we didn't.
You'll both get a criminal record. You won't be able to become a teacher.
I'm studying politics.
Well, you should have read the reports then. Know your rights.
He was staying at my flat in Bristol throughout the lockdown because his room in London had been trashed. We didn't travel, we didn't break lockdown, we wore masks.
Masks?
Because of the virus?
Difficult to recognise you behind a mask.
There's always something.
Beg your pardon?
Excuse me. So, can you have the extension for his final essay?
I'll have to take guidance.
If I get a letter from his solicitor, a statement from the police saying that he's innocent?
And the protest in Bristol?
I didn't say we were protesting. We're out for a walk and we were interviewed by a reporter. I'll send you the clip.
It's on the news.
Yes.
Well, in that case, I could consider it.
Could you confirm that in writing?
What?
If I email you and say that after our conversation, you agree to give Wilfred an extension till the end of the month, based on the information I provided.
You want it in writing?
Yes.
From me?
One has to be careful.